are live. This is Tabletop Junkie bringing you today another review using the Fate system or powered by the Fate core system. Today I bring you, before we get too started, I forgot to mention we do have some guests in the house today, and we do have our first one. Say hello to our wonderful, and I'm pretty sure he was never going to miss this, Toby.
Hey, everybody. Sorry for being a little late. What I missed?
Nothing. We just started.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah, I was a little late to, had to make some very important phone calls today. So, yep, got the phone calls out of the way. We are good. It's just sad. They all came in and were directly between 2 and 2:10.
All right.
And the show starts at 2:15. So it's like, what the fuck? This is my downtime, man. Oh, so the Witch King hasn't arrived yet, but hopefully he will. And if not, that's okay too. Probably has something that comes up. Life happens. So, but we are here today to talk to you guys, not too extensively about, which is kind of crappy, but still talk about Venture City, which is a Fate core setting. Oh, I love Venture City. Don't you?
I've never played.
Okay, so this is probably a bad time to tell you. In a sense, you have played.
Oh, okay.
The Fate core tabletop superhero game that I run is modeled after Venture City. I just don't use Venture City.
Yes, I loved it. It was fun.
I have made some changes to how the power system works. That's it. But every element that I ever incorporated into Venture City or into our superhero game is Venture City. I just don't call it. I don't call it. Well, I mean, I think the city I had for all the heroes to be from instead of Venture, I used Paradigm because that's from the City of Heroes, which I liked.
Yeah.
Didn't really get to play much of it, but I did play it and I did like it. So yeah, no, I just tried not to use the actual setting because I made some changes to it. So that's all. So yes, you have played it or a version of it anyway. So Venture City is actually a Fate campaign setting. The book itself is worth the buy. I think, let me check online real quick to Evil Hat. You can get it on Amazon for about $20 right now. You cannot get the physical copy from Evil Hat Productions, unfortunately, but you can get the PDF from Evil Hat Productions. I think the PDF is on sale for there. Let me see how much the PDF is going to cost. So, Toby, I forgot to ask, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Very good. Okay, so the retail price for the PDF, oh, Jesus. Store. Here we go. Haha. Yeah, I'm looking some stuff up real quick just so that way, because we are not going to do, I have a physical copy of book I had to buy on Amazon. So for the sake of argument, because it's not currently available, and I know that for a fact because I looked for it recently. So I'm not going to do a PDF, versus book versus both, kind of like, hey, what would be a good investment? What do I recommend? I'm not going to do that because you can't really find that book that easily. You can get it on Drivethru RPG. I'm trying to see if I can find it on Evil Hat Productions. I think it's on Drivethru RPG. Don't quote me on it yet, but I think I saw it for $8 today. Oh, I guess you can get the Venture City book and PDF for $20 off of the main Evil Hat site, but that's the only place you can get it. I could have swore I saw it earlier and I couldn't find it. Maybe that was another RPG I was looking at. I'm checking right now just to make sure. Oh, yep. I believe it. Yeah, I guess you can get it. Okay. I looked for it earlier and I couldn't find it. Maybe that was another game I was looking up because there was another Fate, because I started thinking, well, let's do some of the Fate settings. And I think one of the Fate settings I looked up was Save Game, which is another one that I do want to do a review on because I do have that. I did purchase that. I didn't purchase the actual copy, though. Yep, for $20, you can get Venture City book plus PDF. I'm going to definitely tell you guys for a Fate setting, if you guys are, if anyone who gets into Fate is interested in that, at least interested in, they do have some things that you can incorporate into your own games. It is worth the $20 for both the book and the PDF. And the PDF by itself right now, runs $8 is the retail price. $8 if you just want to get it by yourself. So yeah, no matter what, you're looking at no more than $20. No matter how you want to break that. So it is worth the investment. So I guess we just sort of did that. I won't show the book on this stream, and I'm going to tell you guys why, because it's the same thing. You're getting the same quality cover with the same quality photo paper. I can prove it. I'll be more than willing to prove it if the comments say, Tabletop Junkie, prove this. Okay.
Tabletop Junkie, prove it.
Okay, I will later. Anyway, I will later. As I leave you talking to the fans, and you will have to talk to the fans. So, all right. So it does give you a description of what Venture City is, and it gives you, so the book says Venture City. It literally is a city you can play in too. So it's a fictional city fictional means fake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure I had that right accurately. So it's a fictional city.
Let me check.
Oh my God. A bunch of nerds don't even know the answer to that.
I've been out of school for a little while.
Me too. Sometimes, sometimes you don't give a shit. Some of the nonfiction books, if that means reality, are actually pretty good. God, too bad Monster is not too good for you. I could use another can. Oh, well. Monster's bad for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I drink them. Gives me
that's
energy.
fiction. Fiction is fake.
Good. Awesome. So it is a fictional city called Venture City. And it gives you a lot of stuff. Like, it tells you about key places, things that you can use. I don't know if there's a map in there per se, so don't quote me on that one. You make the map yourself. It tells you how to use this book, and it gives you a bunch of issues that you have to deal with. So it already has pre-generated issues you could use in your game. And they do a breakdown on the issues, so what is current and impending and stuff like that. So they give you a good jump off point, starting point to be getting into the superhero setting. Not to mention, I'm going to say this right now, I love this art. That is clearly a speedster. And yes, this character here on the screen is actually in the book. She is a pre-made generated character. All right, so in the setting, they do introduce factions, places, and people. Factions, they do give a great description about factions that goes against heroes that work for the heroes and large groups and organizations as well. They do have famous places that they say that is famous and well known in Venture City, as well as they do have famous crime bosses, villains, and heroes. I guess crime bosses and villains are the same thing. What I meant to say is they have non-superpowered villains and superpowered villains and heroes already pre-generated in there too. And the character creation is the basic Fate Core setup, other than they do have a superpower subsystem that they do use. The subsystem is utilized as stunts in Venture City and count against your free stunts and against your refresh. It does advise you to up the free stunts from 3 to 6, as a single power may count as more than 1 point or more than 1 stunt. It does give you a breakdown on how to design a superpower ability and how to calculate the cost. And it does have sample characters. It gives you everything you need to know right here. So not only do you get sample villains and heroes that can work with your characters, it also has some sample pre-made characters at the back of the book, as well as stuff in the middle of the book. So I think overall the book is a good read. Very descriptive. And if let's face it, if it doesn't have something you like, why don't you just put something in there? I've used a superpower subsystem before. However, I have changed it. So instead of counting it as stunts, I count it as its own separate thing, and you get your own separate power points. And then you can incorporate stunts using your superpowers, incorporate your stunts and your aspects all in one stunt. Does that make your character a little OP? Well, maybe, but remember, I can do the same thing with my villains. Or whatever the hell I'm playing at the time, because if you're playing a superpowered game where the players are the villains, I reckon you'd be the hero. The GM would run the heroes. So
yeah,
but basically, it's like it's the same thing. So in a sense,
that would be a fun. That would be interesting to play. Oh yeah, I'm the villain. Boom.
Well, I thought about doing a Suicide Squad thing before. Hell, if we can get some more people in on this, we will continue. We do have a superhero game. If I can get some more people in it, I just did not want to DC yet. I want to MCU it.
Well,
we're canceled. I
will talk to you later about that when this is over.
Yeah. I was about to say we're canceled. We're screwed. We just bashed a couple companies here. Oh boy.
I will refrain from saying anything.
I'm a fan of both, so
I will refrain from saying anything.
I just gotta tell some jokes. Oh, what? Hey, you know what? What about that book, Toby? Why don't you explain to the viewers and the future viewers about your experience with the superhero game that you played with me? There you go. Start with that.
It's so much fun.
Start talking about key aspects and stuff. Talk about mechanics of the game.
Oh, mechanics. It's been a while. Dang it! Don't put me on the spot like this. Okay. It's a lot of fun. I liked that it was basically a sandbox, except for it was hey, I needed to go here, but you could get there however you wanted. And it was there were a lot of pros and a lot of cons. And it was if you failed something, which I failed something that I shouldn't have, and it was bad. He made me put in an aspect, and it was nice. Tabletop.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I just had to go fetch the book.
I basically said it was like a sandbox. There were pros and cons. It was nice.
Well, here's the proof, everybody. It's shitty proof. I'm holding one camera. Here's the proof, everybody. Here, I'm going to blow this up right here. Wait, hang on a second. There we go. Here we go. As you can see, it's the same material cover right there. That is like some kick-ass art. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. They did do a good job with this. It's not as long as other books, and I do apologize. I've barely cracked open this book because I do have the PDF version too. Mm-hmm. Plant control and some basic enhancements and stuff. They do give you sample powers as well. I totally forgot about that. Why did I not see this? Pages is in 46. I must not have an accurate representation of the PDF then, which is weird because I paid for that. But yep, that is it right there. Oh, you know what? I think I know. I bought the PDF early on with the Kickstarter, I think, and then I purchased the book separately. Yeah, that's probably why. So they probably did some updates because they did do an update errata with this. I probably ended up getting the playtest. Maybe that was it. I can't remember because I've been messing with Venture City for it's been years. It's been a while. Venture City's been out. Yeah, I got Venture City back. It had to come out back in sometime between 2015 and 2016. I know that because I had it before I went down to Florida. And like I said, I've barely cracked it open. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna look at something here because I can't believe I missed that. Oh yeah, only 34 pages. Wow. Kind of sucks because I use the PDF more than I use this. They've actually added some art. They've added some enhancements. They actually added some examples. And I know these didn't come out with the actual book itself. I must have had the playtest form. Didn't even notice. And like I said, I barely cracked open the book as it is. Because, well, I always use the PDF, and I use my own system, and I always, a good tool to use too if you're not, wanting to take out the book right away. Good thing to use is Fate SRD. That's always been a good tool. SRDs are always good tools to use. So, well, to give you guys a bit of rundown about what kind of how I kind of do my games is, as you guys can probably tell, I utilize all my books. That I have physical and PDF copies for. I utilize all my books. So I utilize the Fate Core or the Fate System Toolkit, even with Venture City, even though kind of in the sense Venture City, excuse me, I'm, slurring my speech here because I'm thirsty. and I've been drinking a lot of Monster, so I'm probably dehydrated. But you know, I need the extra pick me up. I've been up super late. Well, no, last night I took a sleeping medication. Wetting the whistle. All right, so you know, I like to incorporate some of my own type of mechanics. So what I do is I separate the powers in their own category, and you can incorporate your powers right into your stunts. Now, I mean, villains can do it too. The GM has the same amount of power that the players do, so it kind of works out in the end. And you know, Tobey over here just never knows what to say. You know, when it comes to talking about himself on games, unless someone's here with him, make sure he covers anything. So, what did you cover with the fans while I was getting that book?
Not much.
Not much.
I scrambled. You didn't give me any warning, so I'm like, I don't know what to say.
You didn't know what to say? Okay. Well, I do want to once again, real quick. I almost forgot to do it, and I want everyone to pay close attention to this. Okay. If you were here for my introduction, I'm going to do this again. Special thanks to Jace Fox, everybody, at 540 Studios. If you guys don't know who he is, please look him up on YouTube. You can go to 540 Studios channel. Please go to the YouTube, like and subscribe on his work. He does very good work. I do special guest star on his thing, and he has, you know, him and I, we've been talking day in and day out. So special thanks to him. He deserves recognition. He does do, I mean, obviously, you can look at some of the stuff that he does for me, and one of the things he did do for me is that intro video, which is really, really cool. So definitely, I got to do it. I got to get an outro. Definitely got to get an outro video. But yeah, definitely Jace Fox. And then the other announcement I have is this is more just like a general feedback loop, is what I would like to call it. This is for, there you go. Now he's not going to talk just to spite me.
Well, no, he was getting into the old game.
Oh, getting into the old game, yeah. Well, I just said Tobey needs to talk more without warning.
No, I won't talk. Now I will do it to spite you.
Told you. You didn't see that beforehand. All right. Well, what kind of character do you play? Let's do sort of like an interview thing. What kind of character do you play in the superhero game that I'm running?
Humph.
That's currently on hiatus that I'm trying to get back to.
Humph.
What?
Humph. Can't make me talk.
Yeah, you can talk now.
But I thought I was spiting you.
Yes, but this is about Venture City, and we're trying to get people into it. And I think the Fate Core system does a good representation on the hero system than any other system out there.
So
not to mention, we did just get the Multiverse RPG to come out, which is the Marvel Universe tabletop RPG system that is now coming out.
So I play an immortal, magic-wielding, 12th level intellect.
Deity,
yes.
Or offspring of deity. It doesn't matter. He's not a demigod. He's from a forgotten god. He probably is a forgotten god for all we know. And he took on his villain that I put up him against is a villain with a lot of psychic powers.
Mm-hmm.
And the greatest thing about it is some of his great thing about his villain is some of his one of his villain's main ability is taking in all the information and knowledge that a person may have. So you can imagine when he probed his mind successfully, because he did, what he found. Long story short, his villain's catatonic at the moment.
I plead the fifth.
You know, I'm sorry, but when somebody, I don't care, human who's not of the god origin, probes the mind of someone with great 12th level intellect of a god, they're going to be catatonic because their mortal mind can't fathom all the knowledge that one person has.
He didn't go catatonic because of that.
Yeah, that's it. No other reason.
He went catatonic for another reason, but I plead the fifth. It was that no mortal should have this knowledge, so I have to do something.
You lobotomized him, which didn't take away his knowledge. It just made him not able to use it. There's a difference.
Exactly.
There's a difference. He still has it.
Doesn't mean he can share it. He's a vegetable. Yeah.
I will admit when I'm wrong, even on my own fucking show, because I'm a big enough man to fucking do it.
Can't talk about it, can't share it, can't do anything.
Oh boy, we're getting a little bit off topic.
Grim
here.
knew what he was doing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It's not the first villain he's faced.
Well, the first villain he's faced in a comic book or on a panel, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not beforehand. Maybe we'll get into some flashback scenes where we have some flashback issues. Yeah. And no, these are not real comic books. I'm just treating it as such because they actually do tell you to treat this like a comic book. Because that's kind of where heroes come from, is mainly comic books. Oh boy. Wow, we're only 20 minutes into this and we pretty much did the review. We hope you guys do like Venture City. I mean, there's not really much we had to really say on it today because, and you know, FYI, the original copy of the book is really only like 30 to 50 pages, and the new book, which has actually a power catalog, is only about 50 to 60 pages, so it's not that big. Actually, you know, I can show you how thin that book is. That book is very, I mean, you could tell it was very thin comparative to the other books that I have shown. They're a lot more thicker. The only book that it rivals it is the actual Fate Accelerated edition.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got to get back to some actual plays at some point. But we're actually about ready to do a full show on some actual plays. Let's talk about the next thing. Yay. As I spit on my damn screen, why the fuck do I do that? I need to get some.
I played the fifth.
Yeah, I played the fifth too, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Well, maybe I imagined it. I don't know.
That's
my mouth is kind of watery. You know, you got to be careful when you drink.
That's what she said.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so bad right now.
You walked right into it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I totally walked into that. Fucker. Oh, God. I love you on here, Toby. You make the show great. You make it enjoyable. You know, which my life isn't enjoyable right now. I just, you know, just to throw it out there, you know, I'm going through some tough times and I'm still doing the streaming. So, you know, I'm glad I'm still able to do this because without this, I don't know what I'd be doing right about now. So other than that, you know, I'm doing great actually. So we definitely are going to show you guys. Speaking of which, this brings me to my next point that I do want to talk about today, and I'm going to do I do want to announce that I do have another stream happening tonight about 7:00. Toby's invited. No crap, not doing it tonight. I'm changing it to tomorrow because tomorrow I'm fucking open again. I had an appointment tomorrow, but turns out the appointment place called me and they said they had to cancel.
Shit, let's talk about if we're doing it tomorrow night.
What's up?
Or if we're doing it tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah, tomorrow at the same time, 2:15.
Okay. If it's tomorrow night, I can't make that.
Nope. It's going to be tomorrow at this time. I was moving it to tonight about 7 p.m. my time, only for the simple fact it's just an announcement, which we are going to, you know, which is basically me just talking into the void. I'll
be there to guide you. Offer some reassuring words like, you got this, you can do it, you're amazing.
You know, because there will be more than one announcement. I haven't got anyone signed up for it yet other than the Witch King and Toby over here. Well, let's talk about the next biggest thing is the V plus T3, which equals Virtual Tabletop Tables show. This is happening. I don't give a shit. It's happening. I'm going to make it happen. Here's why. We need to do some actual plays. I think that would help us get some views, and I think it would definitely promote the channel if people could see us do some actual plays without worrying about showing them how the system works and worrying about, because I think that's what we were doing last time. We were more concerned about showing them how the system works versus just showing them the system. So we've talked about the system. We beat this crap over their heads numerous times. We appreciate you viewers who are viewing this. And I do know several people has viewed my stuff because they've gotten in contact with me. I get DM'd all the time now. I'm loving it. Fan mail. Ooh. What's up? Oh, they like the show. I mean, what can I say? So yeah, we are doing a virtual tabletop tables, and I am going to announce the rule. When we do announce it, we are announcing the rule set. We are going to be announcing a list of things that are going to go along with the game and how many players that are going to participate. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I am going to even announce the title to the actual play game that we are doing, and I'm going to announce the genre, which, to give everyone a heads up, we are going to do a horror-based game that I'm going to call the Legendary Slasher 7.
Yay.
Yeah, the Legendary Slasher 7. It is going to be 7 villains that are in slasher flicks. I'm trying to see if I can get 7 players, because I'm going to need 7 players, at least 1 to take on each one, because if not, I'm going to have to double up these villains. Which in a horror game, that could be terrible. That could be very terrible, because there is a rule set. Do not quote me on this yet until I reread it myself. There is a rule set in the horror toolkit, which we talked about yesterday. We didn't talk about this rule, that the identity of your villain will be revealed when you identify their aspects and whatnot, and you can't kill them, or they cannot take damage until their identity is completely revealed, such as all their aspects, their skill set, and everything. So in order to kill the villain, you have to solve a mystery. And I think Toby's crying. Or he walked away.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that?
I'm just watching your stream live.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, he walked away.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that?
I'm just watching your stream live.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that? Okay, I can definitely hear a delay. Can you turn that out? That's annoying.
I paused it.
Oh, cool.
But now you have a viewer.
Oh, funny. Oh, is that you?
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord. I already had a viewer. Maybe. No. You're right. No. Sad. Well, for your future viewers, because I know I get a lot of future viewers, I think this is just a weird time to do a show.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Ooh, I just found another guest that I can add. And I'm gonna email him. His name is Esh.
Don't know him.
Oh yeah, well you'll know him soon enough. He's a gamer. I'm gonna see if maybe he'd be interested in learning a new system while playing in a horror type game.
Nice.
I do know Esh. He has guest starred on T-Shirt Historians, but I don't want to talk too much about that because I don't have permission to promote those channels. The only permission I have to promote a channel is this guy right here, Jace. I said Jace is. Oops. Let me grammatically cut down. There we go. Jace is awesome, everybody. Please subscribe to his channel. He is worth it. And then please stay tuned for our V plus T3 virtual tabletop tables sessions. That is going to be a show that I'm trying to get a logo for, but I'm actually having a hell of a time with it because I have my reasons. Anyway, there's not much else I could really talk about today. Toby, do you got anything you'd like to add to the stream?
Not that I can think of.
And that you can think of. All right. Well, man, we've got it short. I think I'm gonna have to start doing some actual plays or something, like maybe play some Guild Wars, some video games. I gotta up the viewers. I gotta up the ante. I gotta offer these people something besides myself. Giggity.
And
that's
me.
probably
Don't
that's
forget
probably
about
copyrighted.
me.
Well, of course I offer up you. You're my sacrificial lamb.
I see how it is.
Well, in the sense you are the virgin. I mean, what? I'm just kidding.
I plead the fifth. MC squared equals fuck you.
So sorry that we're trying to make this a family channel.
The hell I am. This is tabletop. This is tabletop. There's nothing family about tabletop unless kids are playing. But I have a kid. I know. I get it. You know, it is what it is. Okay, well, there is nothing else I really have to say today. For those who are, who have tuned in, if they have, and for those who will tune in, I do appreciate you. If you do like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and there will be more of it. Like I said, we are coming out with the V plus T3 show, which is kind of like the logo is kind of like virtual tabletop tables is what I'm calling it. But if I want to shorten up that, I call it the V plus T3. I added some math humor to that. Before we do go, I'd like to plaster this one last time because special thanks to Jace at 540 Studios, because he did do a really great intro for me, and I have to give him recognition for that. Second time in a row. He's just worth it. I am going to have a show tomorrow, which is going to be the announcement for the game that we will be playing with the Slasher Flicks, and I'm going to see if I can get some people in on tomorrow's show, and even see if I can get some players in on it too. I do know some people who do play tabletop, and I'm going to see if they get in on it. So, as I stated before, I'm going to at least see if I can get them in and see if we can get up to 7 players, and it will be a horror type game that we will be playing. So hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Well,
it's gonna be strange, but all right.
Yeah. Well, Toby, this is your chance to say goodbye. So why don't you take a minute and say goodbye to our people?
Thank you, everybody. Sorry, can't talk.
Well, that was his goodbye, and this is mine. This is Tabletop Junkie telling everyone to, forgot to take that one away, to play hard, work hard, game on, everybody. Toby, is that you again in the viewer section?
No.
Oh, wow, we actually got a viewer. Well, and they came in at the tail end of the show. Sad. Well, hopefully they could catch the whole amount. So, hey, for our viewers.
Welcome. You're our first official viewer. Hi.
Actually, they come in and out.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, it's Pops. Oh, yeah, Pops. Hey, nice to see you. I think I don't know if I've actually met Pops in person. I know he's a streamer as well, but I don't think I met him in person, but I have met him before. So, yep, just wanted to say, just said, hey, Pops, and I do apologize you didn't make it to the end of the stream. So we were just wrapping up, but we did do a review on Venture City. So, I mean, please catch my videos on my channel if you have time, and if not, that's cool too. But hey, I do appreciate you coming out and speaking into the chat. That makes me happy. So, but once again, this is Tabletop Junkie telling you guys to have a great and wonderful day, and that is all that we had for today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we do have another show coming up tomorrow for the announcement for the actual play that we will be doing. So you guys have a great, wonderful day. Take it easy.
Usual.